I remember the first thing that came out were these little scallop burger sliders. Now we're gonna start with 2 pounds of fresh scallops. Now I'm using sea scallops. You can use the little bay scallops, which are a tinier scallop, and they'll work out nicely. So I'm just gonna chop this up, just mince it up. I just love scallops. This is very, very rich meat. So there we go. We'll just throw those in there with the others. So we're gonna put this together like we would a salmon croquette or a crab cake. Scallops have a smell all their own. Now I'm gonna transfer these to a larger bowl so I'll have plenty of room for mixing. Now I've got some flour and some breadcrumbs here waiting on us, and I'm gonna put about 3 tablespoons of each in our scallops. And this is gonna help bind our little cakes together so they won't come apart on us. Okay. And I'm just using a grocery store brand. All right, so in with a little salt, a little pepper. Now I'm gonna toss this just around in those crumbs and flour. And now I'm gonna beat up 1 egg, and this egg is gonna help bind our cakes together. Libby had some wonderful things on the boat that night. And it was so wonderful, I didn't have to worry about a thing. I didn't have to fix any of it. In fact, I've got some pictures from the party over there on the computer. That's kind of got me thinking about this surprise party because we had some good food. Okay, now to our scallops, we're gonna add about a 1/2 cup of chives. And I'll finish these up. I had started on them and didn't finish them. And then I've got about a 1/2 cup of cilantro. We're gonna toss that in. And the cilantro is just gonna give a nice flavor to our little sliders. All right. A little lime juice, because lime juice really intensifies the flavor of those scallops. Okay. Now I'm gonna add about a tablespoon of grated fresh ginger. I love ginger. So that's gonna add a nice, unexpected flavor to our scallops. Before I pat these out, the last thing I wanna toss in is a Vidalia onion that I had diced up, that I had sauteed off in just a wee little bit of butter, and I've allowed these to cool. You don't wanna put your hot onions in with your scallops. So do these up ahead of time and make sure they have time to cool. Looks delicious, doesn't it? All right, so I'm gonna turn up our eye a little bit of oil, just a very little bit, because this is not gonna stick on us. Now we're gonna make these, like into 2-inch cakes. The main thing that you want is for them to fit the bread that you're gonna pair them with. So you just wanna keep them both the same size. So depending on the size of your bread would depend on the size of your sliders. So look at that, they're doing just great in this pan. They're sticking together. If you see that they're too loose, just simply add a little bit more flour and breadcrumbs and they'll be fine. You just want enough so that they'll stick together. It doesn't take much cooking, and you can see when the edges start turning brown on you that they're ready to flip. Okay, these are looking just great, y'all. While y'all were gone, I made us up a wonderful little cilantro-lime mayonnaise. and it's just 1 cup of mayonnaise, 4 tablespoons of fresh lime juice, 1 clove of garlic that's been minced, a little hot sauce, a teaspoon of Dijon mustard, then you just mix that together, and we're just gonna put a dollop on our little scallop sliders. And I'll put all of our sliders on little scallop shells. Isn't that just neat? And perfectly delicious, I might add. So good. Out of this world.